Capricorns, and welcome to your forecast for this coming month. That's June 2022. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Justina and I use Western Astrology, Tropical Zodiac and the whole sign system in all the videos and forecasts on this channel. Now, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. So here in today's video, I'm going to discuss the main astrological events happening in June 2022, and I'll tell you how they will influence your life on a more personal level. Now, this forecast is most accurate for your rising sign. However, you can also watch this for your sun sign or for your moon sign if you wish. Now, here we start the month with Mercury stationing direct at 26 degrees of Taurus, and that's between the 2nd and the 3rd of June, depending on where in the world you live. So here Taurus rules your 5th house. So here children, romance, creativity, hobbies, interests. So these were under a great review over the last couple of weeks. But at the beginning of this retrograde, because this retrograde began on May the 10th, you were also reviewing your work life, your employment, your relationship with your co-workers, your daily life as well, your health. So here, after weeks of re-evaluations and perhaps things taking longer than expected, here Mercury will station direct, communication will become easier, staying focused will become easier as well as straightforward, and generally dealing with others, your access to information or perhaps learning, studying, this will also become much easier. If you want to implement some changes or new ideas into your daily life, into your parenting style or into your romantic sphere of life, then now would be a great time for doing so step by step. The post-shadow period will end on June 17th, 18th. Right, so moving on June the 4th until October the 23rd, Saturn will station retrograde. And this will be at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Here, Aquarius rules your 2nd house. So during this time, until October the 23rd, you will be reviewing, reassessing your commitments, your responsibilities, especially the ones related to your finances, to your business, to self-worth, self-esteem, and to your personal values. Now, Saturn is also your ruler, so you'll be also reviewing anything that's personal to you, your strengths, your weaknesses, your career as well. So anything that's personal to your own life, you will also be reviewing that. Now, when Saturn stations retrograde, so during the retrograde period, things might be taking slightly slower to take off, especially any new projects concerning your own persona, concerning your financial sphere. So you might have to be more patient. This retrograde favors anything that perhaps you started before this retrograde. So any financial projects, any personal projects, or anything to do with your skills and talents as well. However, it also benefits anything that you started before this retrograde. So anything new and fresh, this might take longer to take off. Just bear this in mind. All right. Now, moving on, we've got Uranus and Venus conjunction on June the 11th, and that's happening at 16 degrees of Taurus. So here, Venus and Uranus conjunction will take place in your 5th house of creativity, romance, children. So here, Venus is the planet connected to love, romance, creativity, finances, personal values, while Uranus is the planet that kind of creates anything that's unforeseen, anything that's original, eccentric. It's very eccentric energy here. Things will be happening out of the blue throughout this time, and you might start a new hobby out of the blue. You might receive a present from your child, from a romantic partner. There could be also some unexpected surprises or new experiences happening in your child's life throughout this time as well. Now, for some Capricorns, you might also attract a very unusual type into your life between the 10th and the 12th of the month. So here, new experiences. You might be more spontaneous, you might seek more freedom, more independence, you might want to do something unusual, something unique. You might attract different type of people, the unusual types, the unusual to what you're usually attracted to. And also anything to do with new hobbies, new interests, or perhaps some surprises concerning your child. Right, now moving forward, we've got a full moon in Sagittarius happening on June the 14th. And this full moon happens at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules your 12th house, so with a full moon in your 12th house, you might be dealing with some endings because the 12th house is the last house in the astrological chart. So you might be dealing with some endings, things coming to conclusion, things coming to an end, or perhaps this could be a highlight of some important life events happening in your private life, because whatever happens in the 12th house is private and hidden. So here there's a strong focus on your mental health as well. So you might feel like you want to, for some people, this could be a time when you want to retreat, you want to spend time alone, because there is a strong need for contemplating, for reviewing, reassessing your life, your goals. Now, since Saturn is also retrograde at this time, now Moon will sextile Saturn in Aquarius, your ruler. So this will be also a good time for whatever you're working on. This new moon, this full moon helps to stabilize it. So this aspect brings stability. And also there's an opportunity for building something long term. However, there could be delays. There could be delays or things taking longer than expected with Saturn being retrograde. So you might have to incorporate more patience into your life throughout this time. Now on the 23rd, we've got Venus moving into Gemini. Venus, into Gemini here, into your 6th house. So here, Gemini rules your 6th house. So with Venus in Gemini in your 6th house, you might crave more sugar and sweet things throughout this time. Here with this transit starting on the 23rd. However, this also benefits anything to do with your work environment, your daily life, and anything to do with finding more harmonious relationships or building more harmony and balance in your daily life. Now, throughout its stay in Gemini, Venus will sextile Jupiter, so this will further help you to establish a better relationship with your coworkers, but this will also benefit positively your work. So this could attract a new job offer, this could attract any sort of expansion regarding your work life. Right, now here moving forward, we've got Neptune stationing a retrograde at 25 degrees of Pisces, and that's happening on June the 25th until December the 1st. So here Pisces rules your 3rd house. So the 3rd house deals with matters related to communication, your siblings, your relationship with your siblings, people from your community, short distance travel, but also anything to do with your intellect, anything to do with learning and writing, reading. So here when Neptune stays retrograde until December the 1st, you will be reviewing some of your skills, some of your talents, but also your intellect will be under a great review, and your relationship with people who are from your close environment. So generally you will be reassessing, re-evaluating your ambitions during this retrograde. Your Neptune might help you to find a deeper meaning of life, any confusion and delusion you may have had regarding your life direction, anything to do with your relationship with others, your stand within your community. This might also shift. You might experience a shift of energy throughout this time as well. Here, the month ends with a new moon in Cancer happening at 7 degrees of Cancer on June the 29th. And here, Cancer rules your 7th house. So a new moon happens when the sun and the moon align at the same degree in the same sign. And this is a great time for starting something new, for initiating something new. So this is related to your one-to-one relationships, your love life, your marriage, anything to do with new contracts and also new agreements. So here with this new moon, you might be signing some new contracts, new agreements, perhaps something related to your home life, to your family life, since this new moon will square Jupiter in Aries and Jupiter is in your 4th house. Now there could be also some new beginnings related to your love life, to a friendship, and this could be a new chapter in your relationship as well. So here, contracts, agreements, some new beginnings in your love life, in your relationship. Right, so here I'll discuss this new moon closer and more in depth, closer to the date. And this is just a general overview. Right, so on this note, I wish you a pleasant month, and until the next time, thank you very much.